Hey guys, welcome back to Art a la Carte. This is part 4 of a 5-part series on the basics of coloring hair with colored pencils. These pieces are a little bit more kind of a cartoony illustrated look, definitely not realistic, not super complex yet. I'm building into those, but I kind of wanted to give you a basis for those first. So if you haven't watched the first 3 videos, I strongly recommend that you do that. We covered a lot of techniques and styles on how to do that in the first 3 that I'll just be alluding to in these videos. So if something doesn't quite make sense, definitely jump back to those videos, check it out, see if those answer your questions. Well, it's time to do a gentleman. Let's go up and do this guy here. Okay, so here we have this guy's hair. And guy's hair really isn't colored any differently than girl's hair. It's all colored the same, but I thought I would go ahead and we do a guide. I don't want to leave you guys out, so let's go ahead and do that. For this one, we've already done a kind of a brown hair, black hair, brownish red hair. So let's go ahead and do a blonde hair on this guy here. So the first thing we're going to do, like we did with most of them, is we're going to lay in a base color first. So there I have just the basic color of his hair. And a lot of times when people are beginning to do colored pencils, they call this good, so it's colored in, it's blonde, there we go. But we want to push this to make it look more dimensional, a little bit more professional looking, so now we get to add some more colors. Again, I highly recommend that doing this work with a well-sharpened pencil. Don't let your pencils get dull on you. So I'm going to take a slightly darker shade, this is a yellow ochre, and I'm going to begin to pull in my shadows, places that I want to push back. Because this is all pretty light, we're not going to get any super dark because it's blonde hair. I'm already going to start in with my pencil motion. So my pencil is going to always be going in the direction the hair is flowing. So whatever the way the hair is growing and moving on the head, I want to follow that with my pencil. And I'm going to begin flicking my pencil around, creating in those little shadows, kind of helping out define those clumps in the hair. Any kind of parts, I'm going to begin pulling in my parts. Sideburns a little bit, back behind the ear. So as I'm putting this in here, I'm finding where I want to push things back, but I'm also seeing where the highlights are going to shine the brightest on the head. So in this case, it's going to be the crown. It's going to make this a little bit of a halo right in here. So as I'm adding my color in here, I'm not adding it in this section here. I might bring a line up through it. That kind of helps to give some little dimension and texture to the hair, but I'm not coloring this all in. Once you have this kind of mid-tone put in the way you like, you're going to go ahead and add in a darker tone. Now you can go ahead and add it in with just a darker brown, or you could have fun with it, add a contrasting color to kind of make it a little bit interesting. So let's try it. I'm going to go with this slate gray. And again, the same technique. I'm just going to flick my colors. So you could definitely do the shadowing with just darker browns, but I find just testing out the waters, seeing, hey, what would it look like to do it with kind of a bluish gray color, or a purple, or a green, or a red. You're just going to find a different look to it, and I don't know, might be something you like. So don't be afraid to try out different colors. Might not work out, might work out. Again, this is not, drawings aren't meant to be photographs. They're meant to be interpretations of what you see. After you've built those colors in a little bit, you want to switch to a darker brown. You can definitely go ahead and do that. You want to be really sparing with your shadow colors. Otherwise, you're going to turn his head brown if you keep, adding in a lot of brown to it. If you want to keep that nice blonde look, your shadows are going to be just minimal. A lot of times it's just following your instinct. You might think, okay, I'm done, and you just think, but I just want to add a little bit more color there. You know, test it out, see what happens. Remember just to go slowly. It's always easier to add more color to something, a little bit harder to pull color out. So we have 4 of these guys done, and super excited to finish off with number 4. This one's going to be a fun one. Also, if you haven't printed this out to practice on your own, I have a link to this to where you can print this out on my Facebook page. Make sure to jump over there so that you can print your own copy out, practice these. You can print them out as many times as you want. Practice it out. If you'd like to send me a photo of your practice, would love to see what it looks like. So you can either tag me in an Instagram photo or send it to my Facebook page. That would be super fun to look at. So I'm going to start making the video for this last one right here. So if you aren't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that video or any of the other videos that I have. And until next time, God bless you guys, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye!